Are they worth the hype? Are they worth it? Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very, very much. If you are new to the channel, you have not already done so, consider subscribing, especially if you love sneakers, because we upload a lot of sneaker videos. Buckets, please define a lot for the people.
Almost every single day.
Almost every single day. Now, we are a little late on this video, but better late than never, as they say. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Mr. Foamer Simpson. And the last thing I want to mention before we dive in is uncivilizedstore.com. Buckets, who is behind the camera, and myself, we have a clothing brand, Uncivilized. Uncivilizedstore.com is where we sell said clothing. Almost all of it is made in the USA. A lot of it is made by us right here at the workshop. So we got a lot of dope stuff on the website. Link in the description. You can check that out at your leisure. Buckets, at your convenience.
Yeah.
If you will. Anything to add, or are we diving in?
Diving in.
3, 2, 1, bang, bang. This is the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Bred. Yes. These released on February 14th for $250, which I know is steep for a pair of Jordan 1s, but I absolutely had to have these. I just had to. I was able to get this pair through the Shoe Gallery raffle, so shouts to them, appreciate them. I almost never win raffles, but I was very, very happy to win this one. I mean, right out of the box, these just have Buckets, an aura, a mystique.
Yeah.
It's almost like airplanes flying in the background, maybe some shooting stars, MJ soaring. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Michael Jordan.
Okay.
All of that, you feel that when the box opens. There's just that feeling of greatness to them. It really does have that OG aesthetic as well, which definitely puts it over the top. This is just one of those sneakers that is always gonna be special. I've already started wearing these. Not the most comfortable sneaker, but they are not the worst either. They do fit true to size for anyone who is wondering. I think you could argue this is the best sneaker of all time. The impact, the longevity. I mean, this is where Jordan sneakers started, right? So it's kind of hard not to put them up on that pedestal. Pedestal. I don't know why I always want to say pedestal. It's hard not to put them on that elite, I'll call it the throne. Now, it's not my personal favorite sneaker, but I do love them a lot. For me, it is probably the Jordan 11 Concord or Bred. I go back and forth on those, or the Black Cement 3, but these are right up there as well. And I definitely would not argue with anyone who was saying it was the best sneaker of all time. I do think they deserve to be in that discussion, and they deserve that sort of respect. Now, as far as the details go, you see the colorway, black and red, obviously Bred, right? And they used this sort of stiffer OG leather, which is nice. I know sometimes when it comes to Jordan 1s, people talk about like the shattered backboard leather or this really nice, plush, soft leather, and that's just not the way the OGs were. They were stiffer, a thinner leather like what you see right here. So these have that 1985 aesthetic, and I think that is very, very dope. From the cut to this little pamphlet hang tag, Jumpman on the front, you've got some tech specs on the innards here. The Air Jordan was inspired by the high-flying acrobatics of Michael Jordan, pro basketball's hottest new star. This really was the beginning, which is so cool to think about 40 years later. Buckets, like, we look at Michael Jordan as like the legend, like looking back at it now.
Yeah.
But can you imagine being a kid in 1985 and like Michael Jordan was the new superstar, the new kid on the block, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really, but
because we weren't kids then, but yeah.
But hypothetically, I suppose I could.
It's just dope. It's just, it adds to that whole classic mystique. It adds to the legend and the aura of Michael Jordan. Now, a few more details. Of course, you've got the Wings logo, the classic swoosh on both sides, black laces, but they do also come with an extra set of red laces as well. You got the little size marking on the inner ankle here, Nike Air on the tongue tag, and of course the tongue is that classic nylon material. I will say the tongue and the ankle area do feel a bit more padded on this pair than they do on a regular Jordan 1 Retro. Just something to note. You've also got Nike Air on the insole, and another really cool detail that I did not know about until I saw Brendan Dunn mention it on Instagram. On the back side of the insole, you've got these Mandarin characters that supposedly mean or translate to of excellent quality or of the best quality. And the OG pair had something very similar. Again, a small detail, but it kind of shows the commitment that Jordan Brand had to making these just like the OG, or at least as close as they possibly could. They capped everything off with the classic white midsole, all red outsole combination. It's a beautiful sneaker. It really, really is. They're also so wearable. Like when you think about this sneaker being 40 years old, it does put it in perspective just how good or how great they are. The fact that they're still so relevant, the fact that they are still so wearable. You know, I mentioned how much I love the Jordan 11s. I've talked about that in a lot of videos, but I just don't think in 2025 they are as wearable as the Jordan 1. And to still be able to style a sneaker that's 40 years old is really impressive. I'll say this sneaker has aged as well as you could really ever hope for. You take some of the other Jordan models that were really dope back in the day, late 90s, early 2000s, and they just have not aged as well, in my opinion. So it goes without saying at this point, but these are a perfect sneaker. It's a 10 out of 10, no question. Undebatable in my opinion. I'm really, really glad Jordan Brand brought them back, and they did so with the OG treatment. Buckets, how you feeling about these?
I really like them. I think that it's not my favorite Jordan sneaker of all time.
Same.
But I do think it is the greatest Jordan sneaker of all time.
I agree with you there. I really, really do. Again, just impact, longevity, the stuff that I mentioned. But do you think you could even go a little further with it? Not just the best Jordan sneaker of all time. I think you could argue it is the best sneaker of all time.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that was going without saying.
Like what would be in the mix? Like the Air Force One, maybe the Converse Chuck Taylor, the Bred Jordan 1. Like those are kind of the sneakers, those timeless, classic, kind of where everything started, so to speak.
Yeah, for me, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Those three definitely seem like they're kind of at the top of the list. Leave a comment below. Let us know how. Oh, Buckets, what's your rating? 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. It's a perfect sneaker. It is the perfect sneaker.
Buckets. Not always on the same page. Today we are. Good day, sir.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below. Let us know, how do you feel about these? How do you feel about this particular sneaker? Where does it stack up on the all-time list? Scale of 1 to 10. You know, a lot of people love the Royals. A lot of people love these. Everyone has their preferences. But like I said, whether this is your favorite or not, I do think pretty much undebatably it's towards the top of the list. So leave a comment below. Let us know how you feel. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow, mañana, same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. I got nothing else. Buckets, anything from you?
Nope.
Hasta la vista.